Hey, what's going on, champs? I'm Aaron Deliosa. Welcome to an Immigrant's Life podcast. My podcast about immigrants, immigration, and everything in between. Another month, another episode. As always, thank you for listening and for your support. If you're new here, thank you and welcome. And as a reminder, you can follow the podcast An Immigrant's Life at Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or wherever you listen to your podcast. For the Apple listeners, please do me a favor. I'll appreciate if you can give the podcast a 5-star rating and a positive review. It's not much to ask, takes you 5 seconds, and believe it or not, Apple doesn't care about the listens and the downloads. They care about the ratings. So if you want to help the podcast for free, that's the best way. And for the rest, you know how the deal is. Like, share, and subscribe. So, I was looking at where are the listeners coming from. Most are from Canada, Philippines, US, Brazil, the Middle East. Some in Norway, Sweden, and Spain. Viva la Roja. So, thank you, merci, gracias, obrigada, or however else you say thank you in your language. I really, really do appreciate it. And please continue listening. So that takes care of the housekeeping. Now let's talk about the episode. As a tribute to April Fool's Day, our guest today is a stand-up comedian. This episode is a wild one, but very interesting. We also went dark on this one. We talk about suicide. But having said that, if you or someone you know is having these dark thoughts, please talk to someone or call the suicide hotline. You're not alone, and someone do care. Lastly, in the middle of the interview, the guest had to grab a food delivery, so please don't wonder why the conversation suddenly shifts. But in any case, without further ado, let's get into the show. Isa, dalawa, tatlo. Today, we have a very special guest. He can dunk on you on the court, but he will kill you with his jokes, because he's a stand-up comedian. Everyone, please welcome Hasher Ahmed.
Hi, everyone.
What's going on, my man? How you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Thanks for asking.
Oh,
And you?
I'm good. By the way, before we continue, I just want to say thank you for your time and thank you for coming on the podcast.
No worry, man. Pleasure's all mine.
Thank you. Oh, so would you like to promote anything?
Yeah, I would like to, maybe my Twitch, if you can put my link somewhere, is HASH_THE1. I'm live on Twitch almost every day because I do comedy, but got canceled because of COVID. So
Yeah, you go wild on the Twitch, man. I love it.
watching it. Did you watch it?
I watch it once in a while because my kids they like watching it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it for a few minutes and then I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, I understand.
So also I saw some of your posts. I see that you are jacked, dude.
Jacked physically or?
Yeah, bro. Like you're.
Yeah, I am jacked. I do work out because I think it's important as someone with my condition to show example. Because I'm not perfect. I smoke. I swear all the fucking time. Like I didn't need to say fuck this last time, but I did for no reason. I got many issues, but like I try to stay sharp physically because that's like my health, And you can't deny that because like I don't know. It's just I like being in shape. I don't know.
I know. How often do you work out?
Every 2-3 days. Sometimes 4 or 5, but Corona, so I can I allow myself to relax, like take more days off than I should. But I'm like like by average compared to other people, I'm mostly in shape. So I try to expand the time and relax.
Yeah, dude. I saw some pictures of you. Like, man, this guy's jacked, man. Like you're solid. You mentioned quickly about your health. Can you tell the listeners since they cannot see us?
Yeah, it's like my voice is a bit weird, but I'm in fact 22. I have a condition called microcephalic osteodysplastic primordial dwarfism type 2. I repeat, microcephalic osteodysplastic primordial dwarfism type 2. I don't know it by heart. I have a internet browser open so I can look it up. Even I don't know the full name. So it's I'm a dwarf basically, that's it. Or short people or whatever.
If you don't mind me asking, since I didn't meet you like in person, how tall are you?
I am like 1 meter and like 25, 30 centimeters.
Is that average height for the person that has your condition?
I think so, should be. I think so. Because the thing is, there's so many kind of dwarfism, right? There's the dwarfism of Peter Dinklage, you know. There's the dwarfism with the voice. Because Peter Dinklage is like a dwarfism, but like he looks like an adult.
Yeah.
His voice is like an adult. So, but mine is like I look like a kid, but I'm still an adult. You know, I look like a kid, I sound like a kid. But like if I shave the beard, I look like a kid who didn't sleep for 5 hours. That's it, you know.
You're funny, dude, man.
I don't know.
So, were you born in Montreal?
I was born, I don't know, it's like some St. Mary's or some hospital, I don't know. Maybe it's St. Justine, I don't remember. Like I just know birth, like the date and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
And ethnically, you're Pakistani.
Yeah, exactly.
Who moved here in Canada?
And it was my parents in around 1990s, around that time.
The both of them, were they married when they moved?
Yeah, my parents, my dad went to, I think Saudi Arabia to work. Then he came to other countries and tried. Then he came to Canada. And so he stayed here and that's it.
How about your mom?
Mom, she once my dad was settling, he brought my mom and my sisters and my brother here.
Oh, so you're the only. How many siblings do you have?
I have one younger sibling, and me and him were born here in Canada.
Oh, okay. Do they have the same condition or they're?
No, just me and my younger brother.
Oh, okay. Also, only the male side.
No, because I had one older brother who doesn't look like, who's not small. I mean,
Okay.
older brother. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, being a son of an immigrant is hard enough. Plus your condition.
Yeah.
Do you think they were extra protective towards you?
I do think they were extra protective. So, I didn't learn many swear words of my native language for many years because they were overprotective of me so much. I didn't have maybe it's because we were poor, but I had a GameCube. Then I had a PS2, a PS3. Sorry, So it was like in school I was a bit bullied, of course, but I survived primary school, high school for a reason. I think I built myself a kind of strong character, if I can say.
Yeah, you have a very strong character, and I admire that. Do you mind talking about the bullying part? Because I'd like to talk to you about that.
Sure, what do you want to know?
Like, how hard was that for you?
I'll say it was a bit hard. It's not fun being bullied. I'll say. But like one time you have to, stick to your roots, stick to what you know, try to survive, I guess.
And you survive with your wheat?
Yeah, sometimes I was a bit of an asshole, sometimes it didn't work. I was out of punch or some shit like in the States. Because I think it was weird because I think it was I remember when my brother was still in high school. I was done 1 year ago. My brother was in last year in high school. He separately does the school. So there was one not supervisor. How do you say in English? It's
Principal?
Blank. No, principal is like it's surveillant. And sometimes we just watch like student locker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she came to me. She's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing good." And like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in adult school. I'm almost done. Going to college maybe." And she's like, "Okay." And she's like, "Oh, I hope I don't offend you, but I just want you to know, when you started, every year we want to see like the big annoying kids. Not every year, but like sometime." And they said, "If something happened to me, no matter what, you're fucked." So, yeah, so it's like, I was protected in a way, because that's what people don't understand about bullying. The whole system has to change. The way of thinking has to change. Like, we still had someone who killed himself. And it was an average white guy, you know? I didn't fucking know him. But, like, you know, I think there's still issues. There's still stuff we need to change in the system. But I do believe there is hope in a way, you know? Or there is a way of, like, protect kids. So maybe we can do for the other ones and see what can we do, you know?
I completely agree. So I like playing devil's advocate. I've heard people saying that bullying is good. It makes you resilient. It makes you strong. Do you agree to that?
Like if it's by your mate, yes. Like me, when I play with my friends, they're like, "Yo, Asher, you suck." I'm like, "Yo, suck my dick," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I will. Give me your address." "Oh yes, daddy, I will do it." Like, you know, like we just fuck around, you know, and that's fun. That's like teasing, bullying as friends. And one time, we're like, "Yo, let's fuck with him today." So we just fuck with one guy for like 10 minutes, you know, just like not like 4 hours, just like leave, come back. So he leaves the group. Like, okay, yo, we're stop. We're just fucking around. It's your turn, you know. And we just sometimes we go over the top, but we talk because we're adults.
Of course.
Yo, sorry, didn't meant to go that far. Let's play. Okay, that's fine. We're all fucking adults. But for kids, bullying can be destructive because as an adult you can just talk and, you know, resolve the differences if you're mature enough, you know. But as kids, you have your ego. You don't understand everything that's still happening, so there's still a lot of problems, you know.
For sure.
Because I think it's even if remove bullying, if you watch Black Mirror, like one time there was an episode of the mother trying to hide porn from her kid, right? And the second she found out she had sex, she did so much dumb shit. Like she hung out with the job, like she went like safe to like having sex, I'm not saying those things are bad necessarily, but like having a shift as a 16, someone who's 15, I don't know what was the age of the kid in the show, but she was in high school or in college. So it's like overprotective parents, you know, trying to hide something. But if you hide that, they might get worse, or they might, at the end, the mother died, all right? So the story wasn't good. There wasn't a happy ending, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I do think bullying can be good in a way, but not, you know, too much.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. Like, yes, it makes you resilient. You were bullied. I was bullied too. Not as much, but it makes me resilient. It makes me, thankfully, I mean, I'm not as quick as you, but it made me quicker, like with my wit. Like I could just retort quickly.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm not witty because I'm just off my balance, you know. And that days because I had days I was witty as fuck one day, and for months I wasn't witty. I was just silent. I was just like, okay, fuck you, motherfucker. Like I didn't have some wit. I just said the dumbest shit, you know. And even now I'm being a bit witty because I feel good. Maybe tomorrow I won't be, you know. Like maybe bully traumatized me. I still have issues. I still have problems until now, you know. That's why I can. That's like you know, like the expression. We can. Like we don't expect someone. I forgot from whom is it. I forgot. I don't know whose quote is that from, but there was a quote that said, "You can't expect someone else to love you if you don't love yourself." You know, and that's part of it too. Because, like, if someone gets bullied too much, they want to appreciate themselves.
For sure.
You know, but if someone doesn't get bullied, they might become the bully, or they might, you know, do worse after, because they don't know the effect it can have. They don't have empathy.
Yeah,
you know?
you agree. You mentioned loving yourself. Now, can I ask you, do you love yourself?
I don't know. Like, do I was a fuck though? Like, I don't know. Like, you know, we still suffer. Like right now during COVID, a lot of people are going into depression. Like I'm not perfect either, so you know, I don't think I love. Like there are days I feel like a fucking god, I'm like, I'm the best in the world. Like, I'm just like, the ego is like tall as LeBron James, or like Andre the Giant. Some days it's as small as Peter Dinklage, so it's like, it's just, it depends,
It's ebb and flow, like life.
Yeah, exactly. It's like ebb and flow. So like, but the trick is to find the proper balance and because sometimes you're having a shitty day, just because you can't be happy 24/7.
No way.
Like the first time I moved out, there was heavy snow. I saw no sun. Of course, if you see no sun, less sun, you stay in the night. Of course, you're gonna feel like shit. That's logical because you don't see no sun. You get no vitamins from the sun and shit. So you gotta put that into consideration.
For sure. But what's your opinion about people saying you can be happy all the time?
That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Like, what did you cook? What drug? Like, are you on acid? Like, are you on fucking acid or shrooms? I want to know because I want that drug too.
Me too.
Exactly. Like, I want that drug. Like, what's wrong with you that you are happy 24/7?
Yeah.
Like, you're a psychopath or you're lying to yourself. Look, the only guy we knew from being happy 24/7 killed himself. Robin fucking Williams.
Yep.
He killed himself. Why? Because his buddy, Christopher Reeve, and the other guy, I forgot his name, sorry, he did a song, all right? Don't worry, be happy.
Oh, what's his name?
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
It's, fuck. Oh, it's 2 seconds.
Yeah, check it out. I forgot his name.
Reeve and Robin Williams.
Bobby McFerrin.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. yeah, that guy. Yeah, they had a song together, right?
Yeah.
And they had a song together about don't worry, be me, and don't worry about the stress. The other guy killed himself. Christopher Reeve got paralyzed and died suffering. And Robin Williams killed himself. And the way he killed himself was very dramatic. I won't do the details, but he tried like 2 times before succeeding. He tried, the cord broke. He tried something else, was too slow. Like, it's like, so I don't believe in that, basically. I don't believe.
Me too, I agree. But I just want to talk about that because, with COVID, suddenly everybody comes out, they're super happy and inspiring and all that shit. You know what I mean?
I'm like, you're full of shit. Shut up, you're full of shit. Like, boy, you really fucking think everyone is so happy? Like, no, look, you're happy? Yeah, because you have your time for yourself. You can relax. Those are the people that live alone, and they're faking it, right?
Oh.
Everyone is fucking miserable, except the fucking rich who can go and come back. It's just like parking tickets. For rich people, those are just taxes. Wait, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second.
Take your time. You got your food?
I don't know food.
All right. I don't know. I forgot where we're talking about. About, let's start with, you mentioned that you moved out.
Yeah, I moved.
How did your parents take that?
And didn't like it at first, but it's like they went through the 5 stages of grief. And now they're accepting, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, why did you decide to move out?
I think the reason I decided to move out was because it was like there's too many problems in the house. I not problems, but like I'm like it's too much like problems and like fighting and like like there needs to be one black sheep of the family, and it's like sometimes it's me, so I'm like I'll just move out because sometimes it's better for the mental health. 'Cause you love your family, like you love your family, but they can be a bit too much sometimes.
For sure. Since you're a Pakistani, are you a Muslim?
I'm agnostic at the moment.
Okay. So how did your parents take that? You deciding to be agnostic?
Well, because I know I believe in something, so they don't care. Because they know I believe in something. But I don't think I told my parents yet. I think I don't think they're gonna watch this tomorrow, so I think we'll be fine.
For sure. Did they force you to practice Islam growing up, or they were very loose?
As a kid, they used to force me to, be a kid, you listen to your parents. And so I used to practice as a kid, but Now I don't. I don't really know.
What age were you decided to say, hey, you know what, this is enough? I don't think this, for the lack of a better word, makes sense.
I think when I was like, I don't know, I think it was more of a progression. Because where I'm coming from, I'm like, okay, so if there's a God, why are we so divided about it? Why are those who think a bit different than us going to hell? You know, like why is there such division between Muslims? Why is there division between Jewish people, between Christians? Well, Christians we know because they wanted like practice without all the rich stuff and shit. That's fine, but still, it's I believe Jesus existed. I believe Muhammad existed. I believe those history figure existed, but I do believe they're on drugs.
What kind?
I don't know.
It's good stuff.
No, because the story about the burning bush, right? The story about that, like it's proven during that time they used to take a lot of drugs. So maybe those drugs were kind of, it's like it was proven during that time they used to burn bushes because those bushes were like drugs, kind of not weed, but like some forgot which one. So it used to get them fucking high, you know. So it burn.
Yeah, I heard of this.
Yeah, so like maybe like the guy just one guy took shrooms, one guy took that, and one say, "Yo, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, I'm a Jew." That's it. That's like that's the three main religion of the world. Buddhism, like I think every religion has a part of truth. You know, like if you look at the Gita for the Hindus, they have some really. I didn't read it yet, but I read some parts and there's really some trippy stuff. You know, like what if there's an elephant god? We think it's a god, but it's an alien who came by to help us, and we're just dumbasses who can't believe it. You know. Again, I'm insulting every religion in the same way. So just for the audience, don't be offended. I'm a dwarf, so I'm a double minority. You can't cancel me, guys. All right? Can't fucking cancel me here.
That's funny, man. You're funny. So you said you're a stand-up comedian, and you mentioned cancel culture.
Yeah.
Is that an issue with you, or you just don't care?
Like I told you, I don't care because how are you gonna fucking cancel a midget who's of Muslim descent, who's brown? I just need to be gay, and I'll be like 100%. I'm not gay, right? I'm not gay. I don't care if someone is gay, but I'm not.
Are you sure?
No, you know what I mean? Like I don't care if someone's gay or not, or someone's black or not. Me, I'm like, that's one of Eminem's quote, the rapper. He said, "I don't care if you're blue, orange, purple, tall, whatever. Like if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you." No, sometimes I can be an asshole if I meet someone on the street. I might be a bit assholey because we all have bad days. It happens to me a couple of times, and I regret them every time when I insult someone because I'm not gonna meet them again. Maybe not. To be honest, you know, the thousands of people in the streets before COVID. You know, thousands of people in the streets, millions of people walking in New York, in Montreal, thousands and shit. So maybe you won't see them. So like. Maybe I'm a bad guy in someone's story. Maybe I'm a god in someone's story. Maybe I'm nobody in someone's story. Either way, I don't care.
You're living your life. That's
exactly, that's it.
So, how long have you been doing stand-up?
A year or so.
A year or so. Okay, very young.
Yeah, I'm 22, so yeah, I guess I'm young. I guess.
So, what made you decide to be a stand-up?
I don't know. It was just because I'm part of a music group, Les Anticipateurs. So they were like, "Yo, bro, what you got? Like, we're doing our solo albums in like 2-3 years, and we'll probably do the group again, but we'll try different stuff for a while. Do you want to like do something else?" Like, I don't know. Like, yo, just try stand up. They told me, "Yo, just try like go meet like one of the producers of the group." It's like, "Yo, just here's the email for Comedy Nest, and just try it." So I went to the Nest. It's at the Forum. Like in Montreal, the Forum. So I went there and it was nice. Like I had a nice set. It wasn't the funniest set, but I had a nice set. Before that, I did stand up, but it wasn't like it was my. It's weird. Like
Did you prepare anything?
Yeah, like first time I just said what I had in mind, a couple of jokes. But now I got a couple of jokes in my head. I just know. Like I don't think I need a book to go on set right now. like a notebook. I don't need it right now. During COVID, I'm just like, my ego is so boosted. I'm like, I'm good.
That's
No,
all.
I just make a 10 minutes, no problem.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You mentioned Les Anticipateurs,
Yeah.
the rap group from Quebec. How did you hook up with them?
Uh, Basically, they had a 420 like they had a 420 event 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I just told them, yo, nice event. If you need me, I'm down, guys. Saw my profile, we called, we talked. We talked for a while. Then they said, okay, you know what, come do one video. And I did. They said, yo, it's okay. You seem like, eye-catchy. I'm a midget. Does help. Then we did a podcast with Adamo from Occupation Double, like a French one. Like, since then, we work together. Because they really helped me get where I am. They helped me, like, get better on Twitch, practice my craft. Like they help me write jokes and shit sometimes. So they're really, like, my buddies,
For sure. I watched some of their videos. I like the music, but I don't know. Is it an act, like their characters, or are they like that in person?
All I'm gonna say is don't believe in a matrix. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That's all I can say.
That's all good. That's fair enough. I was just hoping I'll ask anyway. So, stand up.
Yeah.
How do you write your act?
I think it's like sometimes it's just a joke I think of. Right now I've just wrote a joke. It's like, like right now we had in Parquet in Montreal, a man took a cop's gun and shot him. All right? And I'm in a joke. I'm like, police, freeze. And I wrote, someone from Pakex, no, you. Just like, I just posted. I'm just like, oh, I just wrote it. I just wrote it, posted, that's it. Like sometimes it just inspired from real life. Sometimes it's inspired from my life. And I try to be witty or just, I don't know, I try stuff. Sometimes, like, 80% of my shit is not going to be funny. But I don't care. That's the way to perfect the craft, I guess.
Yeah, not everything sticks on the wall. You gotta hone it.
Exactly.
I also saw that you have this hash the one. Is that a character, or how did you create that?
Yeah, I think it's comes from my heart. Like all the anger I have, all the anger, my ego just want I just shoot it in one bullet so I can relax after, Like I just think like it's all in one. Just as I said, it's like all mixed up to like release my tension inside.
Do you always do it, or there are some times that you come on stage and you're just you?
It comes on automatically.
So every time you go on stage, that's hash the one all the time.
Most time, like I don't know, just because like when I'm at Bordel open mic, or I'm at the Club Soda, that's are the one because those are the biggest stage for me now. So for me, I have the glasses, I have the hoodie, I just do like this. I wear the hoodie, I pick some glasses, like, yo, what's up, bitches? Like I can just like I just like change the style, do like this, and just appear again because it helps me like be active, and it helps me keeps me in check in a way. It helps. Like this is what stopped me from killing myself in high school. So it's like my Hulk of my Bruce Banner, if I can say,
Killing yourself. What do you mean by that?
I didn't mean by that, but like mentally like keeping myself on my toe. Mentally like saying like fuck yeah, I'm the best. Mentally like, yo, those bitches don't know what's coming. I'm the best. No one. You'll see in 5 years. You'll see.
Do you think you suffer from depression?
Excellent question. Maybe.
Because sometimes I read your post and you talk about suicide a lot.
No, it's funny jokes. I'm like, look, the joke when I said my friends know I have some, like, because after some friends told me, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Come on, guys, I'll just make one really bad suicide joke and tell everybody to shut up." Right? So, guys, after a couple of suicide jokes that mixed feelings of my friends list, I said, "You know what? I have one." I just said, "Yo, listen, I know some friends, like, some of my friends know I'm depressed, and since I moved out, my birthday's coming up. I told my friends buy me a toaster, and they're worried because I'm suicidal. And I told them, bro, if I take a bath or a shower, I'm going to taste the same. Don't worry." It's funny, right?
It is funny.
Otherwise, you're just gonna laugh. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, I'm like, of course, the first two suicide jokes won't work, but the third one worked. You
Yeah.
know, that's the craft. Like, sometimes when I make lame sexist jokes, I'm like, fuck, I look like a sexist. I try to be good. Like, you try, because sometimes I try to say something good about women, but I misspell or I with an ADHD, I fuck it up. So it takes time for everything. Black jokes, ninja jokes. You see, some jokes have like 15 likes. Some jokes 2 months ago have 0 likes. Like, I don't care, guys. It's Facebook. I'm here to shit post and make laugh.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize social media. People think social media is life. No. Social media is a way to project yourself to the world. I know some people who are fucking rich who their profile is private because they don't need social media. They realize it's all an image. So when I post on social media, maybe it's me who's talking, maybe it's my character, but it's going to be entertaining or it's going to wake you up. I love both. So my goal is always try to do a combination of both. Sometimes I'm more of an asshole, sometimes I'm more of a preacher. But I try to do both just to make up what's me.
For sure. So right now we're in lockdown, we're in COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
How do you make sure that your comedy weapon is sharp and ready to go?
I stay on Twitch a lot. I try to accept more interviews than I can. So I can stay in shops, so I can keep talking to people and, they ask me questions. I try to still read. Like, if I just don't do Twitch and I don't talk to people, my mind's going to go down because I'm sometimes a social as fuck. Sometimes I just want to talk to no one, So being alone helps because most of the day I'm alone, most of the time. So I have time to myself to write, think and shit. But
Yeah.
when I do interviews, sorry,
Sure. Don't die now.
hello, yes. My voice is fucked up, I told you.
So
So
good.
that's why when I go to Twitch, my mind stays active. Like I see a comment, yo, what's up, bro? Yo, I see someone try to diss me. I'm like, no, I'll say something if you give me $100. Then I try to, be witty and be an asshole too. Sometimes people leave, sometimes they stay. So it's all a game.
Yeah, for sure. And in high school, were you the same? Like, were you talking shit all the time or you always quiet?
It depends because I had periods I was silent because I had shit happening in my life. And I had periods I was shit talking because the thing is I was very political. I used to debate my teachers a lot. Yeah, and they used to tell me, yo, you're too young. And I'm like, you have nothing to see. You're letting a 10-year-old kid just outwit you. What the fuck? But
You love talking shit, huh?
yeah, not talking shit, but just debate. Because with my teacher, I used to debate a lot. But since I was a kid, they didn't care. They said, oh, you're just a kid. Shut up, And with my friends, but those who were in my class, they didn't care about that. They just insulted me directly. So I didn't know how to process that because my brain tried to look mature. But people in my class were dumb as fuck. Like, I tried, to have debates, to talk, and people were just like, yo, your mom, your mother, like, your mother, just like dumb as shits.
The mom jokes.
Yeah, exactly. It's not funny, but like, even now, I think I do it sometimes because I do it sometimes because it's part of my DNA now. I guess. But I try not to do them as much. I try to be better and more witty than just say mom jokes.
For sure. So Some comedians, they refuse to watch other comedians. Do you do that?
No, of course not. Like it's of course like I may go see a comedian show like one or twice, but I'm not gonna do it every week. I need to go every week to watch a show. It's not as fun or whatever. And like it's like most open mics in English, most people in the crowd are comics or half the people in the crowd. Sometimes we are less, but still like in English comic, like the small scene where I usually go and try stuff, like we watch other comedians because we want to see what they have new. If it's the same shit every week, we just go, okay, I can skip today. But if they try new stuff, we'll try to listen sometime and see what they have in stock.
So what I mean by that question is some comedians refuses because they're afraid that the others comedians act will sip through their act. Do you have that fear?
What do you mean?
Let's say you're watching another comedian and whatever, he's talking shit and he's making jokes, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we have the tendency to like, it seeps into our subconscious, and some comedians are afraid of that once in a while they go on stage and they start talking shit and they'll repeat a joke that they heard from another comedian.
If you see the same joke as other comedians, are you really a comic? Like if you just it never happened to me. Someone just said the same joke because otherwise it's the same Google joke. People recognize if it's fake. Other comedians know the other comedians talk, and they know when not to fuck up. Because most comedians it's kind of hard to answer that because it never happened to me. Because real comedians have their own joke. Fake ones, they steal jokes from Google and shit. Right? So even the same joke, you're gonna look shitty. Doesn't matter. Why? Because you can say, "Oh shit, I said the same joke as him. It was so funny." Be witty. If you say the same joke as the last, and you're like, "Oh shit, sorry, you are just too funny." Lol. So I had to say it again. Well, I don't know. Stay witty as fuck and try to improvise.
For sure.
I don't know, man. It's never happened to me. I think.
That's good, man. Do you sit down and write, or do you write on stage?
Sit down and write. But sometimes I have jokes I just think on the spot, the crowd.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, like some people, is with the experience they get better at writing jokes. Some people with the experience they just get fucking better at writing jokes. They know what you're saying, and you know what's up. And some people they don't.
Do you think your condition has boosted your chance of getting gigs or diminished it?
I think it did boosted my chance of getting some gigs, but it's hard because people who suck will try to diminish me in a way. Because those who are not good will just say, "Oh, he's just a midget. He's just doing midget jokes." Why you're white and you're doing Milky Way racist? You're mocking your granddad who's racist. Like every white guy does. Yes, if you have everyone's in a category in a way. A woman will make joke about being a woman, about sexism. Men will make jokes about their dicks. Black people make joke about racism or some shit. White people make joke about the dad being racist or they just be fucking offensive. Everyone's predictable if you just search through it. I do think that, but yeah, of course, like I do believe I got some laughs because I'm a midget. But hey, I can't get a job because I'm a midget. So I think it's compensated, right? Like you can't just say, like some people, they try to diminish diminish my accomplishments. But don't want to agree. I got some difficulties in life.
Of course.
Yeah, I can't find a fucking job. I just can't. It's fucking hard. So
did you used to have a normal job?
Yeah, I used to have 2 call centers work. Then I stopped and I focused on comedy. That's all.
Were you doing lines on the people that's calling you?
No, but I used to be like an asshole. Like my voice sounds like a woman, which I'm not, but I know it does. So it's like it was fucking annoying at the jobs. So like that's one of the reasons I'm like, yo, I'm done with this. I have too much dignity to get me hung up by a fucking boomer who doesn't know how to press 5. Alright? Fuck this shit. My dignity is much better than just being hung out by people like this, alright? I don't have to do this. People should send me news. I should ask them. And that's how I live my life. You know?
For sure. Were you doing comedy full time before COVID happened?
Yeah, but I was living with my parents.
Okay.
And when COVID started, I moved out. I'm like, I'm done. That's my sign from if there's a God to move out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
for
you know
sure.
what? I'm just gonna take some PCU, move out, and try to get some money as soon as possible before September, before COVID ends, and try to get some real money with COVID, with the Twitch. Like right now, I'm running on fumes. You know, I'm betting on myself to succeed before September or get a job.
That's a lot of pressure, kid.
I know that's how I live. I'm like, yo, pressure or die trying. You know, you can't live your life not having risk, not doing what you love. You know.
I love it. I love it. So, with the COVID and not getting gigs, do you think that stunts your progress as a comedian?
I think it does. It helps those who are already rich. Like, you know, recently they had a thing about belle pour la cause. You know,
What is
I'm
it?
like belle, like it's a French. I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't want you to get sued, but like it's a French. It's a French cable company,
Okay.
and they have dishes. Like Bell, like they have dishes too, and like they said about like give us like text someone for a call.
Oh, Bell Talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, but what's a bunch of bollocks? All right. Last year, like I just want full British. I don't fucking know why. What's a bunch of bollocks? I just saw V for Vendetta, maybe why. But you know, it's such bullshit. Like it really, it's proven you guys hide money offshore. First of all, secondly, there's so many people in your company that quit because they were left. They were fired after they said they had depression. All right, like that's like it's just bunch of fucking bullshit. So I don't tolerate. I have a low limit for bullshit. You know.
You don't suffer fools.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hate that too. You know when the Facebook they changed the frame, Bell Talk.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that, man.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why? Like, really? Bell Talk? Really? Facebook? The guy who sells me, who does McDonald's ads to make me more fat, to get more money. You don't want telling me to fucking because suck my major dick, Facebook.
And if you're gonna take a bath and throw that fucking toaster in the tub, that logo won't stop you from throwing that thing.
Exactly, a fucking look. Like exactly. Like if I do it, I'll just write thanks to Bell. You know, fucking ass fucks.
You should put like a
I tattoo Bell on my toes. Thanks, Bell. I just see a dead body.
Dude, that would be your closer.
Bless closer. Exactly.
Yeah. So since COVID happened,
Yeah.
has it changed your goals as a comedian?
Not really. I'm more determined than ever, I think. I'm more determined than ever to succeed and to be what I want to be.
And what do you want to be?
I want to be in Staples Center. I want to fucking headline Club Soda. I want to fucking sold out shits, you know? Like, I started at 6 months of comedy, I had my own show that I've been running with my own buddy. With Luca Rosnell Le Nord-Est. Before it was named Barret Option something, but now it's the Nord-Est. So we have a show called Deluxe Comedy. We went there every month on Fridays before COVID, and we sold out every time. Every time we sold out the shit.
Wow. And you're the headliner?
I'm the host. I'm not. And I'm not just 30 to 40 minutes. Last time, like I try to have funny people. I try to have people who looks like me or different. Like every show I show, no offense, but mostly white people. Just like one black and one person with handicap. That's it. Or one woman, like one of the streets, but two of them.
You pull them from the street?
Not every show has that. Means people who look like me. Sometimes I have more black, sometimes more white, sometimes I have more fucking Arabs. It depends, you know. Depends. I'm like, okay, this time I want to this guy. I'm like, okay, guys, okay, but you gotta be logic. I can't have a sausage fest, you know. So okay, I need one female comic, and I just because we do have some biases in our head. Every day we have like, oh, if I want a successful show, some comics will just say, oh, it can't have people from the ghetto or the banlieue or from like some people call Bad Boys du Rire ghetto. They shouldn't. But Bad Boys du Rire, it's a comedy club. They call it ghetto because it's mostly blacks. See?
It's terrible.
It's still, and they're not. It's yeah. They sell They sell chicken legs. Yeah, because everybody loves chicken legs.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't, right? Who fucking doesn't, right? And like, but they make more money than most shows. They succeed well, you know, and they're doing well every time I see them. They're getting bigger. Props on them. I went there a few times too, you know, and like, sorry, I have ADHD. All that to say, in 6 months, I had my own show. Imagine what I can do in 2 years. 2 years. You know?
I mean, yeah, man, you're determined and you're very confident.
Yeah, because who the fuck? Like, no one will bet on myself except myself, so I'll just bet on myself. Fuck it.
For sure.
And if someone wants to if someone wants to bet on me with me, go ahead. I accept all bet with me. Let's go. Let's make me go better. You know.
I've heard some comedians has done Zoom comedy. Has you ever been invited to do one of those?
I'm doing one on Twitch, and because most of them are shit. But few of them make money. But those are comedians who are more successful, and you know. And I'll be doing one on Twitch. I forgot the name. It's written in French, and this one is pretty good. They have like 200 viewers, 100 viewers by, which is pretty good. So I'm
Pays
like,
the bills.
no, it doesn't pay the bills, but it helps. No.
Okay. So, who's the comedian that inspires you?
I don't know, honestly. Like before, I used to say Sugar Sammy, but like my humor is a bit different. My humor is a bit dark. So I say it's a mix of Carlin, mix of Mike Ward, and mix of Sugar Sammy.
I like that.
You know?
So, let's close it out. Do you have any last remark or parting message for the listeners?
Don't do drugs, kids. No, kids. Look at me, I'm a midget because of drugs.
Yeah, it stunted your growth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyways, buddy, thank you again for doing the podcast. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man. Thanks. Ciao.
Have a good evening. Again, Hasher, thank you for coming on the podcast. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, listeners, for listening. This is Aaron Deliosa for An Immigrant's Life. I'll see you guys later.